Hey everybody, welcome back to another War of the Visions video. Today we're going to be talking about the rest of the May calendar and all the updates and new events that have been announced. Hey Ramza, so let's get into the video. Alright, so before we get into the new stuff, let's talk about what is still going on in this game. And before we get into that, we just have to adjust Ryu here. He's a little bit on the screen there, so we'll just put you right there. Okay, buddy? There we go. So still going on before the new stuff hits, we have the Odin Summon, the Chapter 6 release shop, the Odin shop, and the Iron Giant equipment training quest. So we'll have to compare this to the new quest because they both drop armor books, but the new quest will also drop some ninja gear, ninja sword books, and also some accessory books. So depending on what you need, one might be faster, but it's really going to come out depend on the energy that they cost and also just how fast this new one is, because the current Iron Giant quest is not quickly clearable or farmable for everybody, so there's definitely going to be some comparison there. But those events are going to run all the way until the 26th, so you do have an extra week to be doing those. And if the Iron Giant is important, then you will want to do that first, because the new stuff is going to stay well, actually, the new stuff is going to run for about the same time, but the new equipment training quest is going to be a longer run, so you have time to finish up on the Iron Giant if you want, and then move along to the other stuff. So going into the new stuff that we're going to get, we're going to go over to our notices and we'll take a look. So the first thing I'm going to bring up here is the Portal app points, which didn't look that enticing until they added this new thing. And so, I mean, story skip tickets, skill snappers, and energy restores, those are actually all really solid rewards. I particularly like the gill snappers and the energy restores, because that's super helpful for free-to-play players. And you just log on to this app, and maybe I'll show that in another video, and you just check out stuff for points. But the rare summon tickets, that's really interesting to me. So that is a really large amount of points, but we'll have to take a look at how attainable that is. The thing is with this Portal app is that it ends on the 31st. So we actually just have this week and next week, and then on the Sunday, the 31st, this promotion's going to end. So we have to look at how obtainable the points are before we can say, oh, we should start going and going for points. So that's something that you can look into. So on the 20th, so this Wednesday, we're also going to have some new units. So Miranda is an awesome red mage, and if you haven't checked out AOJ, sorry, aka Cabbage, his YouTube channel, you should do that, because he loves Miranda and he uses her quite a bit, and he has shown how incredibly powerful she is. She has a special that she can use right away, just like Mediana can, and hers has a really interesting AoE effect. It's all around her, so if she runs into the middle of a bunch of enemies, she can hit them all with her AoE. But then she just has like some little like tanky qualities. She's very tough, but then she's also a DPS, and she's got time age, she's got all this stuff, so she's really not just the jack of all trades, but she's apparently very good. Next up we have Dorando, who may not be a UR unit, but he is our second UB unit. That stands for Ultra Big, the first being Balo. So he is a main job Viking, sub job Monk, and sub job Gunner, which is really interesting for a melee unit to have gunner abilities. And I don't know how that works in this game, if that means that they're ranged or if he has to use them all short range, because that's actually kind of interesting. If he does have ranged abilities, then he can do something on his way in, because he's pretty slow. But even if he just has leg shot and it's a melee attack, then that's pretty cool. If you know the answer to that, then you have to get in the comments and let me know, so I can get excited about this guy, because I do like my MR units and I do like my UB units as well. We're also going to get some new vision cards, so new Esper / vision card here, the Lamia Queen, and she's got an Ice Eater, bestowed effect, and then fire attack up. So the fire attack up party ability isn't that useful right now, but the Ice Eater certainly, it's cool. I mean, like, you don't really need it because the ice unit that you see is Mediana, and let's face it, a light breeze is going to kill her, so we don't really need Ice Eater at this time. And then her evocation magic is going to just do a bunch of damage, and it can hit multiple squares. It also gives Ice Eater and then chance of inflicting confusion, so that's kind of cool. I mean, most of the way that we evaluate units right now seems to be PvP, because that's where your little adjustments seem to make the most difference, in that PvE currently is clearable with a lot of different stuff, a lot of different units, and they don't need to be min-maxed. But in PvP, everything is where like your small adjustments are going to make a difference, and evocation magic's not going to happen, so you're not going to have that much time. Alright, so we also get the Snow White Guard card, which looks very, very cool. You get the little crystal there, and this has slash up resistance and missile resistance up, which is pretty awesome considering that most of the units we see in PvP are slash attackers, and then there's the Frederikas that are mixed in, and then the max HP down. So I feel like we have to see how this scales, and we can check it out online on the Japanese site if we want on Altema. But if the resistance up is significant enough, then that's better than the HP, and you can always augment the HP as well. Critical boost is an okay party ability for sure, but that's just an interesting card and a good tech card that you can add. And then Lamia Queen's going to be in the Beast Den, so that means for most of us, we're going to get 50 Visior from that. And then otherwise, again, we got some hard quests, and then your daily purchase bonus, which is nice. Like, I don't know if they're going back to full price on these, so if you need to buy 300 Visior for them, or if they're, oh sorry, it says right here, come on. So you just buy 60. These are really nice when you just have to buy 60, although I wish it was the yellow Faint Memories, that would be real nice. But otherwise, like, the rest of the rewards are really good, because you're getting, like, you're buying the Visior for like $1 a day, but then you're also getting the shards if you pulled her, and then just all the other stuff that you get anyway. So it's a really, really good deal in my opinion. If you pull Miranda, then you should do the daily thing here for sure. Okay, and then yeah, they're going to be added to the expedition, so that's pretty sweet. So taking a look now at the next item, so this stuff that we just looked at, we don't know how long their banner's gonna run for, not yet. They haven't announced the summon details. We just know it's going to start, but we do have the 5 million download celebration, and we do know how this is going to go. So this one's gonna start on Wednesday as well, but it's only gonna run for 1 week. So you only have the 7 days to take advantage of this. So let's take a look at what you're going to get. This is the best login one yet, by the way. So we're going to get the login bonus, and you are going to get your standard 2,500 Visior, but you're also going to get, here's the kicker, these select element fragment of thoughts times 50, and then the prisms times 50, and a rainbow fragment at the end of that. So that's going to go a long way to setting up a new unit for you, or possibly finishing off a unit that you want to max. I would say to think hard about how you want to use these tickets, because they are going to like, you want to think who you're going to build in the future, and who might be coming down if you're actually looking okay on these different items. So don't just like spend it because you have it. Think about what you're going to be building. So for me, I'm going to build Mashri in the future, and I'm already building Phoebe, so I'm going to need some light prisms and some thoughts, and before anybody gets at me in the comments, I am building the units that I like to build, so that's why Mashri is coming up. I know that she might not be the meta choice. So that's pretty cool. We're going to have the login rewards, and we're going to have a shop. And this shop is going to have some free stuff that you get every day. It's going to have the daily refresh skill items, but it's also going to have these new item packs at low prices. So I don't know what's going to be in those packs, but that is very cool. We're also going to get a daily unit training supportive quest, which is a really funny wording. I don't feel like that was properly localized, but you know what? We've got to be supportive to our units anyway. So this is going to drop a bunch of really good stuff. So you want to do it you want to do this, make sure you don't miss this every day. It's just like the JP ones and like all the other ones that we get that are recommended unit level 1. So I feel like I got to jump in here and try this with all level 1s, no investment, to see if I can beat it. I just need to test that that is truly recommended level 1. If not, then I'll submit a ticket. Okay, so that's all gonna run for 1 week. So make sure you're not missing out anything. If you're planning on going away, then, you know, bring your phone with you, or, you know, have someone log in. That's classic, like Farmville style. You know, back in the early 2000s, you're going away and someone has to look after your farm for you. Okay, so finally we're gonna have the new equipment training and secret book quest, and this is going to be a really awesome event for everybody because we need these books so badly to work on all of our gear, especially the accessories. We haven't had an accessory quest yet. This is going to run longer. So you can see here, it's actually going to run until June 2nd. So you do have a full 2 weeks to do this quest. So don't panic if you want to work on something the first week. If you want to do the Iron Giant the first week, you're still going to have this for another week. But if this is something you're interested in and you have the time and you have the energy, then you should just be running this all the time, every day, as soon as it comes out. So you can get the Sleep Blade, which is going to be a sword that can increase magic. So it's something that you could get for Ramza or another spell blade if you didn't do the nag quests during the FFT event. And then we're also gonna have the Golden Axe, which is nice because that's going to help out Durando. So basically these are two weapons that Miranda and Dorito can use. So that's why they're having this timing. But you can do these, and you're also going to get secret books of refinement from the next quest. So there's two quests here. They're both going to be really solid. I'm going to be working more on the secret book quest for sure. So this book quest is going to give you the Ninja Blade books, the accessory books, and also the armor books. So I definitely need the armor and the accessory. I'm not as big on the refinement for Ninja Blades. We'll see what the drops are like for this, because if it's 3 books, are you guaranteed to get all 3? Is it going to be random? If you really need armor, is it going to be faster to do Iron Giant? That's what I'm kind of curious about. But one of the cool things about this is that all of these are going to have the milestones so that you can get a bunch of awesome stuff for your units. Alright, so moving on to just an overall view of what's coming up in this month. You can see this red bar here. That's our Odin Summon, the chapter 6 stuff. That's all going to run for another week. So the 20th right here, this is where we're starting out all this new stuff. So you can see the yellow bar is only running for that week. That is our 5 mil download login bonus and the shop for that, and then the daily unit training quest. But the 2 equipment quests and the high difficulty book, that's going to run all the way till June 2nd. So you have lots of time on that. We also don't know how long the banner is going to run for Miranda, but I imagine it's going to be maybe it'll be 2 weeks, because they have to stagger all these banners so that they always have lots of featured units, because they never want you to have just your new unit to be featured. You have to be rolling through all the RNG of like 5 featured units just for the fun of it. So they'll definitely, at some point they're going to do that. They'll have some sort of like we had the Ayaka and the Uruma. Like those were not new units. They just put something in to feature them so that you'd have a harder time getting your shards for Ketone and for Whisper. So that's going to be it. Let me know if this type of update video is helpful to you, so I am encouraged to make more of them. This is something that I do anyway, because I do like to look at it in the calendar and kind of think like, okay, what is a priority for me to do, because I only have so much time and I want to be farming the correct things and using my energy pots on the correct things. So this is something I'm going to be doing either way, but I do like sharing it. This is a fun video to make. So let me know in the comments below, and if you want to see more content for War of the Visions, you can always subscribe to my channel. I know I haven't done a ton yet, but I do plan on making some unit guides. The first one's going to be Ryu, and I'm also going to do some other stuff stuff for this game, including future lore videos, although those are kind of on the back burner while I work on my main stuff. I'm slowly putting together scripts and video for those, but those will be coming out in the future as well. So with that being said, we will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching this video. You can show your support with a like and subscribe, and by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/MysidiaGaming. Until next time, keep it real, Mysidians.